The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling a problem with us out here. Right now, you got the Dow up 10, Nasdaq's up 17, S&Ps are up $1.50. We have gold up 90 cents at 1156.30. When you have a gold already spiked once to the 59.10 area, folks. I expect what you're going to see here, gold's going to build some cause, get up to that 59.10 area once again, more than likely push into that 60 area. Silver's down 8 cents at 15.38. You get the copper market off 3 pennies at 2.52. The oil market is the number, folks. Okay, it's pretty cool what's going on with the oil market. And this is what it is. Oil right now is trading at 52.34. They got a deal happening with Iran, and bottom line is that the deviance of the marketplace is always pretty cool, actually. But this one is really common sense. The market was looking for the deal. The fundamental aspect was, the oil market, a slew of oil would get out in the marketplace. Bottom line, I expect that's going to happen. But guess what? We just went from 61 to 50. Bottom line, what you have out here this morning, you get a rejection of lower price. You have it on lighter volume. Bottom line, you're going to get a bounce. We've done 167,000 contracts. That's going into 527,000 contracts. What does that set up? That sets up, number one, a run to 53.49, and more than likely you'll get a run up to ICE. And ICE is set up, folks, at the 56.50 area. So you can get a nice little run inside the oil market right now. If you short the oil market, put a stop right above it. Give it 0. That's the bottom line. Bonds. What do we have with bonds? We take a look at the bond market. Bonds also want higher price. Bonds are so freaking cool, folks. It's amazing. So check it out. What you have with bonds is this. The 10-year. What the 10-year has done is this. So we've been in a consolidation since the 12th of May. 12th of May, 10 years out there at 125.13. Gets to lower price, gets down to 124.14, comes off that area, and as it come off that area, you had some juice behind the move. First leg up, had some really good juice. You had 1.5 million contracts traded. You pull back, and as you pull back with 1 million contracts. Go topside again, 1.7 million. You back down again, 1.2. You go topside again, 1.5 million, and guess what? You're backing down with all of 591,000 today. That's like anemic. What that's saying is that there's no sellers in the market. What I expect you're going to see is going to make a run for 127.18 again. We'll see whether it wants to make a run all the way to those highs. The yield right now, we're yielding at 2.408, which is a high yield where we've been. Bottom line, though, it looks like bonds, once again, want higher price, lower yield. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? This one's going to get intriguing today because gold has not been able to catch a bid. They haven't been able to break it down, but it hasn't been able to catch a bid either. Now, what we did have out here this morning is this. Retail numbers come out. As the retail numbers come out, you had a really sweet spike. The spike that we had out here this morning, we went from 53 to 59. In the gold market. You did it with 7,400 contracts. So that's a nice swing up very fast. We back down. As we had backed down, you back down with dramatically lighter volume. We back down with 3,200. So what do we have? Well, first off, what you have is this. What gold was doing is that gold was going into the downdraft of yesterday. Now, the downdraft of yesterday, when we had come down, you come down with 56,000 contracts. You're going up on 7,400 contracts, meaning just in that same time frame. That's saying that gold has a shot, number one, to get back to the 59.10, can break the 59.10, and run up to the even 65 area. So this is going to get really intriguing watching that. And that characteristic goes like this. So if gold is going to go higher, what would end up happening? Well, the dollar, I suspect, would have to go lower. Now, if we go over to the dollar index, this is what we've had with dollar. The dollar index has tried to get to a higher high today. Thus far, it's failed. The dollar index has traded to 97.22 today. You have 22,000 contracts. You're going into 50. So we'll see how this shakes out. The swing point that the dollar has been going after this morning is 74.45. We hit 74.22. Intraday, we take a look at this baby, and what you have is that the spike lower is dramatic. We have a high volume spike lower. We're just about coming up to ice intraday in the dollar. So what that is saying is that right at the price point of, actually, it's right where we are. 96.80 is ice. Bottom line, if it's going to give it up, this is where it's going to give it up. So this is going to be really an intriguing day watching how this whole thing does shake out. If we go over to the S&Ps, we take a look at the futures first. What we have inside the S&Ps is this. Now, the amount of energy that the market took yesterday to get to higher price is substantial. So flat markets today are normal when you get a move like we got yesterday, because yesterday you had the S&Ps go from 52 to 94. That's a monster move. We'll see how this baby shakes out. If you're a bull, what you want to see happen, of course, is that you want to close over the 94.75 area. They're at 96.7 now. And you want to see higher volume. You know, what we have thus far is this. You're over it. With the volume is going to come in lighter. If you close under the, if I go by the SPY, if we close under this 209.82, what does that do? What that does is that's you get a failure on price, a failure on volume, and that would set up lower prices. The NASDAQ, the NDX 100, higher price, you're up 42 cents right now, 4.2 million shares traded. The NASDAQ has come into that downdraft with dramatically lighter volume, as has the S&P. Yesterday we did 25 million shares. You're going into 32 million shares as well as 50 million shares. So inside the NDX this morning, what do we have? The strength inside the NDX this morning is you get Micron Tech is up 179, which is, by the way, which is a monster move. It's only an $18 stock. This is a stock that, however, has already got smoked. The stock is down from $36 to $19. It's trading back at levels of November of 2013. That's the largest mover inside the NDX 100. SanDisk is up 214 at 55.79. Google is the number out here. Google is up $14. Google's going to be coming out with their numbers, and if we take a look at it, Google, the low of the year is 486, the high is 597. Google's coming out after market close on the 16th, and what we have thus far, let me put this on. So this is just coming into a monster downdraft. Google, when Google had come down October, you know, Google is one of the equities that have already hit the October lows. So Google's coming into 3.5 million as well as 6 million on the weekly basis. Last week we did 2.5 million. This week we're not even at 1 million yet. We'll be at 1 million, but we're going to be at 2 million. What I suspect Google's all about is that the PR on Google was pretty extensive this morning in all the newspapers, on the Bloomberg, and the whole ball of wax. And what that is all about is that Google is claiming that they're cutting expenses. What's really cool about it too, folks, okay? If you want to see how markets move. So Google's coming out with their numbers on the, what did I just say, G-O-G, I think it's the 16th, okay, so today's the 14th, so they're coming out Thursday after the market close. Bottom line is that they were out there this morning saying their new CFO is cutting costs all over the place. Big deal. Okay, so that Dow Industrials. What do we have happening inside the Dow Industrials? Moving the Dow higher, you get United Health is up 128. We got Coca-Cola up 31 cents. You got Chevron up 69 cents. And you get JP Morgan Chase up 43. But let's go right to JP Morgan Chase. JP Morgan came out with numbers. Bottom line, it can't get any traction. So now we know what the numbers are in JP Morgan, right? You have a contraction of business where we have 690,000 shares traded. It's going into 4.7 million, as well as going into this is a big one. I thought it was going to 8 million. So this is pretty intense. The JP Morgan is going to be one of the ones you want to watch like a hawk out here today. The reason being is that the financials can't get traction. Bottom line is that is a big number inside the aspect of how the market is going to go after higher price. Taken away from the Dow out here today. What do we have taken away from the Dow? You get Johnson & Johnson. That's down 59. They came out with numbers also. IBM is down 86. You get Apple off 47. And you get Walmart down 25. If we go over to Amazon, the brawling out here, folks, on a fundamental basis, is Amazon against Walmart. We're going to have out here tomorrow, Amazon is having their 20th birthday. And the 20th birthday, what they're doing is that they're going to have a huge sale online, and Walmart is right behind them. On Amazon's case, it's a one-day sale if you're a Prime member. If you're not a Prime member, you can sign up for free for 30 days, so the whole world can be a Prime member. We'll see where that whole baby does shake out. Some of the high-volume stocks in this low-volume market. You have Facebook down 22. You get Apple off 43. JP Morgan Chase, the one to watch. I mean, big time, too. GoPro's up $3, trading at 55.12. Inside the Dow Industrials, what do you have inside the Dow? We got Boeing up 17. You got DuPont down 22. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 17, Nasdaq's up 20, S&Ps are up 2.5. As you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, you're going to see right in the carousel, right in the very front, the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. This is a great piece of software. You can test drive this right here, right now. That in itself, a 14-day test drive is a value of $70. John Logan, myself, we are going to be doing a workshop tomorrow night, 5:30 to 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Walk you through how you can use this profile scanner to help you. All you have to do, give us your first name, your last name, your email, no credit card. And if you do that, you not only get a 14-day trial, you'll get in the Tiger's Den, which is an additional $39.95 value for the month. That's our Traders Den. And, of course, you get the workshop. It's right on the front page of TFNN. Now, as we come over to the marketplace, we look at the market. You get a market that's topside. S&Ps are going to be the most intriguing out here. And we'll see if, in fact, this baby can make one more leg up. I suspect that because of the energy that was expended out here yesterday, I don't expect a leg up. The real key is going to be, can it stay flat and can it stay over the highs that were generated out there yesterday? And if you get that, bottom line is that that means it can get to higher price. You get a slight pullback, and that's all it's going to take, by the way, because the characteristic inside this market right now is that you're still in that consolidation, the consolidation that we've been in now 5 months. It can't stay up and over these highs. What we haven't done yet is that we haven't actually got to the first high that was generated. The first high that was generated is 2119 inside the cash S&P. So we haven't got to that level. What we have done is this, is that you barrel down, and as we barrel down at this 2044 number, we have real juice down there. So that level there is building cause to break down the March 11th area. That's how this is setting up right now. What we do have, and this is where this is going to get really wild, is now the pushing, pulling, buying, and selling will be done on the aspect, I expect, of not so much of the Greek vote. That's going to be the next couple of days. It's going to be done on the aspect of the number of earnings that are coming out. We get a couple surprises top side, market will have a chance to go do it. Surprise to the bottom side, bottom line, market will have a chance to do it, because what we do have after the bell out here today, a huge amount of earnings, and every day right now, either before the bell or after the bell, you get these numbers that are coming out, and there's a lot of them, folks. There's no two ways about that. Inside the XLF, XLF is still struggling to get into a higher price out here. It's flat out here this morning. We're at 24.94. The XLF had, gone downtown with 62 million shares. Yesterday, you go higher with 33. You're at 6.5 right now. The high of yesterday was 24.94, and that's right where we're at. So we'll see if, in fact, that can happen. BRK is and this is really wild, actually, but it makes sense. Berkshire Hathaway is the big drag on these babies. It's down 21 cents right now. And what you do have with Berkshire Hathaway is this, is that Berkshire Hathaway came off the high of 152. You're at 149, which is, by the way, which is not a big pullback. What it is, however, is this, is that the way Berkshire Hathaway is trading, you know, it has that, there she is right there, right? October. Yeah, there it is. So your October swing point that I suspect the whole market wants to go to, Berkshire Hathaway got into it. You know, and as it came into it, it rejected it, but it got to 136.08. The high of the October low was 138. The low was 132. So what does that mean? Well, now you get a bounce going. How that bounce plays out, meaning can it get into a 142 level with volume or without volume? Thus far, what you're going to see is that the volume is anemic. On a weekly basis, you're talking about 18 million. Thus far, all we've done is 3.6, so that means we're going to do about 6, 12. Well, it will have like, it would be about 15 million versus 18 million. That's the way that is set up right now. So we'll see how that does shake out. But without the financials getting up into higher price, the market itself, I suspect, is going to have a hard time making higher price. What you do have out here today is that that oil market looks like it wants to go a bit higher. So you do have the XLE. It has a little juice in it, you know, and that, thus far, that's a dead cat bounce. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrials up 26, NASDAQ up 22, S&P's up 3.5. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry, powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 30, Nasdaq's up 24, S&Ps are up 4.5. And let's go over and we take a look. Gold is flat right now at 11.55. We take a look at the XAU, the HUI. Both of these indices need some juice in them, folks. XAU right now is trading out at a price point of 59.29. You want to see this get back inside 62.48. The 62.48 area is the lows that were established out here in 2008. Now we got under them, and it's dramatically lighter volume as you are under them. But the bottom line is that you're under them. You get under something like that with price, and it's a big deal. And when I take a look at it, this is what the number comes down to. The lows of 2008 were generated out there with 693 million shares. That low that was established at 67.48. Now, last time we got under them, we tested that area, and we tested that area with 652. Last month we had 547. So you're coming into them with lighter volume and got under them with lighter volume. Now you want to see a rejection of lower price. That's the bottom line. If we go take a look at the HUI needs a lot more juice than the XAU. HUI right now, that's trading out at a price point of 141.63. The low that we're talking about inside the HUI, the Gold Bugs Index, actually, one second. Yeah, it's 150.27. Now, the Gold Bugs Index can move and does move a lot quicker than the XAU. It's just a larger number. What you also have there inside that index is this, is that we had come down with a 528 million shares in 08. The first test came in with 463. So percentage-wise, the HUI also has dramatically lighter volume versus the XAU. The XAU is, has lighter volume, but not like the HUI. Last month, we came down with 347 million, so your correlation there goes like this. Your correlation goes 347 versus 463 versus 520. This month here, we have even less volume. So if you happen to be in that metal market, what you want to see is that you want to see the volume stay light. You want to see a rejection of lower price before the end of the month. That's the bottom line. These are all monthly charts that I have just brought up. I said, so we'll see how this baby does shake out. Thus far, bottom line, we need buyers. That's when you cut to the chase in this market, that's what you need out here. We take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this low volume market. This is what we have happening out here this morning. You have Intel is down 7 cents. You get GE up 6. We have Pfizer up 15. Let's go over to the IBB, because the IBB just absolutely refuses to give it up. Then this is the biotech index. We put this on a daily basis. And what you're seeing out here is that the IBB this morning is trading at 384.82. The last high that was up here was 385.02. We've hit 385.14. The benchmark on this, though, wouldn't be the last high. The reason I'm saying that, the benchmark that you really want to use is the high that was generated out here on March 20th. So if you think the IBB wants to pull back, and I happen to be in that camp, it's 374.97 that you want to see basically a close underneath. I don't see that happening today. It's 9 points down. What you do have inside the IBB is that a lot of the equities inside the IBB, they're going to be coming out with numbers. Most of those numbers, though, are at the end of the month. You have Gilead is coming out on the 28th. You have Amgen is coming out on the 30th. Celgene is coming out on the 23rd. And Biogen is coming out on the 24th. REGN. And these are all about 7% of the IBB, folks. And Regeneron is coming out on the 4th of August. So bottom line is that you're not going to get a lot of movement percentage-wise from earnings inside the IBB until the end of this month. That's the way that baby is set up. If we go over to Walmart, we take a look at Walmart. What you have with Walmart's going to be really intriguing to continue to watch. The reason being is that Walmart got down to the 70.36 area where it saved itself. 70.25 is the number in Walmart. Walmart this morning, giving it up slightly, tried to get to a high, hasn't been able to handle that high. What Walmart also does have now is a monster leg down. The leg down, if you take a look at Walmart, it's pretty amazing, actually. We put this on a weekly. Well, the daily, too, is dramatic. The weekly, it's like, man, this thing has taken a dusting beyond belief. It went straight from $90 down to $70. One-way trip. No two ways about that. When you take a look at any of the averages, Walmart took apart its 50, got under its 200 for a week and a half. Right now, it's over its 200. So we'll see how much longer you can get some juice going topside inside Walmart, and we'll see whether it holds. A couple of the other gold stocks. Let's go take a look at Rheingold Resources. Rheingold right now is trading down 36 cents. And what you have with Rheingold is this. And Rheingold, by the way, the reason we want to look at it is one of the strongest, has been one of the strongest stocks out there. That has now gone, the last 6 months from 85 down to 64. It's coming into this consolidation that it's been in. It's been in this consolidation for a couple of years, actually since 2013. So when we take a look at this, what you're going to see is that the lows that were established out here in October of 2014, those are some high volume lows at $58. Weekly, we did 6.8 million, 8.2. We came down last week with 2.5. That's a good indication that lower price may get rejected. What we still need, however, is we need buyers. The consolidation inside Rheingold is pretty extensive. You're talking about from 58 up to 85. So that is a big number. FNV, we take a look at Franco-Nevada. Now, Franco-Nevada is all about the price inside the gold market. Franco-Nevada right now is down 40 cents. We take a look at this, and we put this on a weekly basis. Franco-Nevada also is down on lighter volume, and this is right at, watch this, this is This is right where it has to save itself, and this is why. The swing point from November of 2014 is 44.66. We've hit 45.10 out here today. We're trading 45.14. Because if you break that area, bottom line, you can get down to $36. And if that's the case, that is saying that gold would be going also lower. Let's go over to Royal Gold, RGLD. We take a look at Royal Gold. This is set up the exact same way, which is pretty cool. The benchmark on Royal Gold is 55.55. Actually, we could use something a little bit high. We use 57. We could use 57. So 55.55 was the October 2014 low. High volume low will pull down dramatically lighter volume. Royal Gold had already tested that area in March. The test came in at 4.5 million versus 5.2. This is on a weekly basis. Last week, we ended up doing 2.9. Right now, we're not even close. We're only at 578,000. So we'll be at about 2.5 for the week. For the month, let's just see what this is coming in at. For the month, you're talking 20 million versus 16 million, and right now we're at 4.4. So when you do look at the weeklies, monthlies, and dailies right now, how they're coming in with lighter volume, but what do we need? You need buyers. That's the bottom line. No matter which way you slice and dice this whole baby, that's how this thing is setting up right now. Let's go over and we take a look at the E-minis right now, and the E-minis are trading flat. That's the bottom line, where it's a flat market out here, and as I said a little bit earlier, because of the amount of energy that was expended in the marketplace yesterday, that's normal. It's now that's a normal occurrence. Where we do close is going to be important out here today. Meaning, can it hold the highs? And if the market wants higher price, bottom line, it should be able to hold the highs. The cash. I mean, the future S&Ps, we're at that 2098 level, and if you got under 86, that'd be quite a move on the way down. You got under 86, that would be basically a twist in the whole ball of wax. And the Nasdaq itself blasted through that whole gap area. There's no two ways about that. And inside the NDX 100 today, what is continue to put the juice on it, what hasn't happened yet, which is pretty intriguing actually, is that the biotechs haven't pushed, even as they're at highs, is not pushing the NDX 100 today. It's Micron Tech that's up almost $2 for $17 stock. It's 19 right now. That's the push inside it. What you do have that is taking some juice out of it, though, is Liberty. What's so intriguing about the NDX 100, folks, is this. It's a modified weighting structure. And this Liberty Global, which is a tracking stock for, Liberty in Latin America and the Caribbean, is pushing the NASDAQ around. And this equity, which is really bizarre, it's a new equity, it's a new tracking stock that has only been in existence, for a short period of time. And guess what? It doesn't even have any volume. But for some reason, 2 out of the 4 laggards inside the NDX 100 today are Liberty. And yesterday, on the way up, guess what? They were pushing it on the way up. Now they're basically taking away from it on the way down. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Now, let's go look at that beautiful bond market. This is the market that no doubt has spun a lot of heads around, and I expect that's going to continue. Yellen, no doubt, is claiming that she still wants to raise rates. The way this market's trading, folks, meaning the bond market, I don't see it. Bottom line is that right now, if we take a look at the TLT is at 115.89. Been in a consolidation. The highs of the consolidation out here are about 120, 121. You're backing down with lighter volume, and this is building cause to get up at least to the top of the consolidation. That's how this thing is shaking out right now. And the first time that sign of strength actually came in was huge sign of strength too, but on a weekly basis is last week when we hit 120.56. So the way that looks to me is that what you still have out here is that, you know, when the markets went south, of course, what you had a huge amount of money going into the bond market very quickly. When the markets went topside again, of course, it came out just as quick. And it's really not the money. I suspect, listen, it's not the money. Money doesn't move that quick. You know, when I hear this, even over the course of the years, that, oh, now it's going from the equity market to the bond market, that's kind of not how it goes. What happens is that bid-wise, bid and offers, that just, once the market goes down, guess what? The bids go higher inside the bond market because the brokers know, the dealers know that, okay, we're going to get more money for it. That's kind of how this thing goes. And as you're going in, you got to pay up. You got to pay up for what? Pay up just to get your principal back. That's what, you know, happens inside that bond market. If we go take a look at the bond market in general, we're at, right now, the 10 years at 2.4. Canada's at 1.6. You get France at 1.2. Germany's at 0.8%. Spain is at 2. Italy is at 2. So you just pitch that for a second, okay? You get Italy at 2, Portugal is 2.7, and Spain is 2. We know that they don't have any money either, and we're at 2.4. That is one of the main reasons you won't see the rates go higher. That's what it comes down to. It's a one-world money, not necessarily economy. What it is, though, is a one-world bank that money goes in and out of. One of the quotes that Jamie Dimon had this morning, and this is pretty wild, folks, because they're asking about China, and he was saying that, well, the stock market in China is not the economy. Now, can you picture that quote in the United States? What do you think it'd say? This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Dow right now is up 22. NASDAQ's up 21. S&P's up 3.5. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 31. NASDAQ is up 23. S&P's up 4.5. And don't forget, folks, today coming up right after my show, we got Mr. Basil Chapman, growling and prowling with you. Then Kevin Hanks from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim, Darryl Martin, Dave White, and we'll be back this afternoon. And then, of course, Andy Heck. From 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Now, all of that programming, folks, if you happen to be listening in your car right now across the country, you can get that programming also right on your cell phone. TFNN.mobi will get you the full audio. That's TFNN.mobi. If you want to get the video, just go to TFNN.com on your phone. You'll hit a box on the right-hand side. That service will understand what type of phone you're on, and you'll get the video plus the audio. You get Tiger TV delivered right to your screen. It comes in really great, too, by the way. It's pretty amazing, actually, that the phone screens, because of the pixels in them, they're pretty amazing with small charts and how they shake out. Let's go over and we take a look at the Russell 2000, the IWM. The IWM right now is trading out at a price point of 125.98. The highs out here, well, first off, the 126.32. What's going to be cool about the IWM is watching how it handles the first high that was generated out here, because it's weaker than the indices, but it's very close to the first high that was generated out here in March. And the highs in the S&P are in February, highs in the IWM are in March. That high is 126.32. We've hit 126.03 today. That level, it needs about 34 million. Yesterday, we did 21 million. Today, it looks like it's going to do lighter than that. So the IWM will release a huge amount of information to us today. The downdraft that we're going after today, the other markets have taken out. The IWM couldn't even get close to it. That's 49 million. That was on the 29th of June. The high of that level is 127.07. So I suspect it's not going to make it, number one. But the number you want to watch, which will give you a good clue, is that March 23rd high, because that's 126.32, and we've hit the 126.03 level this morning. So if you get over that level, bottom line, what does it say? It says that, hey, you get game to the top. And as I said a little bit earlier, I think this is going to be more so about numbers that are coming out and versus the whole Greece deal, and you can get your head wrapped around the Puerto Rican default aspect also. So the Puerto Rican default aspect is actually larger in the context. Well, it's interesting actually, because the numbers that we get out of Greece, they're claiming it's like 100 billion, but that number, if we were doing books in the United States, would go up to about 600 billion. So, bottom line is that, it's all mirrors, and that's just not in Europe, folks. That's just about everywhere. The markets in Asia, bottom line, if we take a look at this, to me, they're not done going on down yet. If we take a look at, let's go over here quickly and we'll take a look at the Asian markets last night. So you had the Hang Seng. Let's go to Shanghai, actually. I want to go to Shanghai. So Shanghai last night was off 1%. That's not no big deal. Bottom line, though, what you have with Shanghai is that you get that high volume swing low out there at 33.73. That dictates lower prices continuing to come at us. You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman's going to be coming up, growling and prowling with you. Dow up 30, NASDAQ up 23, S&P's up 4. Basil's going to be coming right back, folks. You stay right there.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.